Hey everyone. So somebody reached out in the comments on the channel the other day and had some trouble with some patches. So I'm going to try to answer in a broader sense so that we can see some things. The question was the mod wheel position affecting layers differently and it making the sound not sound the way they wanted. I tried to recreate their patch situation as best I could. Channel A has a modular bass on it. And then channel B has a kind of a rotary organ. But the problem is that when your mod wheel's down, the rotary's cranked up fast. And when a mod wheel's up, the rotary's smooth. They would like the rotary to be smooth. The other thing is channel A is the opposite. So there's a delay attached to the mod wheel when it's up and not when it's down. So when you hear the two together, you've either got good bass and wobbly organ, or good organ and delayed bass. So I'm going to show where you can find that in the editor. So what's happening here is the mod wheel itself is just it's its own like 0 to max thing. So you can map that to different things. That happens up here in the modulation window, up here on this top corner. So if you look at layer B here, I've got a single multi-sample organ rotary slow. This is already mapped inside the wave state, so we just need to see what is happening. So if I play it with the wobble turned all the way up, you can see it's a little hard here on my screen, but you can see here that the tune knob is wobbling back and forth. That is directly connected to the mod wheel. So if that's operating in the opposite way we want it to, or we just want to disconnect it, you can click on the tune and you'll see the mods window over here change. I've got a bit of a screen lag here. But we can do the, it looks like it's attached to the pitch LFO to the mod wheel. We can either change this number to go the other direction, so the intensity go from -5.6 to +5.6, which will keep the same function, just flip where it's at on the mod wheel. Or we can disconnect it from the mod wheel altogether, and now it's unaffected by the mod wheel. So if we wanted to keep the bass, where you crank up the delay for the mod, you could. The same thing goes for that. If you want to select layer A, and you should be able to find where the delay is programmed here in the effects. And then I believe it's the wet dry mix is mapped to the mod wheel at a certain rate. So we could reverse this number or change how much it affects it, but it's directly mapped to this mod wheel. And that should be a way to kind of understand how the mod wheel is mapped to other effects. You can map to multiple effects and have it change all kinds of crazy things at once, but ultimately you don't want to set this position through the software. This should always do its thing, but you can set how much it affects it and in which direction it affects the modulations that way. All right, thanks. See you out there. Hope this helped.